Hey everybody, welcome back. So, the trailer was finished. Last when we left off, I was getting ready to head up to the Peach State Stargaze, and the trailer was on its maiden voyage. So, the trailer worked very, very well. It went past my expectations. There were a couple of key takeaways from having it out for the very first time, which I'll go over and just kind of let you know what happened. So I'll start with the AC. On Monday, it was probably the only day that I actually ran it, and it was only because I was up on a hill and the sun was beaming down on the side of the trailer, and I think the high was like 75. So I did turn the AC on very briefly for like about an hour. Otherwise, I just had the screens down, the doors open, and was perfectly fine. Very comfortable on the inside as far as temperature. So, yeah, that was definitely a win. The AC worked. The couch bed design worked great. So, the only problem I had with that was on the second night, I had the cushions set up and I had the memory foam topper on top of the cushions with a fitted sheet. So Sunday night, I just put everything together, and on Monday, I just pulled it back, pushed the bed in, and just left everything on there. Which that worked very much in theory, but then Monday night when I went to pull the bed out, the cushions just kind of got jacked up the way everything was put together, and I wound up pulling the slide out a little too far, and it dropped down. Simple fix, just put everything back up again and slid it in and then remade the entire bed. But in the future, I do believe I'm going to put some sort of block or some guide ropes or something just to keep from pulling it out too far. That was my only complaint about it. Other than that, it worked very, very well. The platform was nice and stiff. The 4-inch foam cushions, along with the 2-inch memory foam topper, very, very comfortable. Yeah, I had no complaints as far as the couch and the bed. It was comfortable to sit on during the day, and it worked very, very well for sleeping at night. So, yeah, that was a win. The television on the wall. So, while I did not have satellite TV, it it came in very, very handy. So I had installed an access point in the front of the trailer, and I was a little worried that it would not be able, the signal itself wouldn't be able to get past the sides of the trailer because it's steel and aluminum. But it actually did very, very well. It provided plenty of signal, nice and strong signal to my mount, and the mount was able to signal back to the iPad. And with that network that I'd set up, I was able to Apple AirPlay straight back to the television. So once I got settled down for the evening, I just right to the TV and was able to monitor what the telescope and the mount was doing for the rest of the evening. So that was a win. The kitchenette, again, functional design. It did work for what I anticipated it to do. It was a little tight on space, especially when you put the single burner gas stove into it or on top of it. The sink, yep, that worked fine. The little 12-volt pump on it worked fine. No issues there. I would in the future, if I ever did another trailer build again, is to get a longer trailer. And the reason being is to extend another foot or two of the actual kitchenette. So the counter space was a little difficult. It was very cramped, but it still worked and it was fine. I just made a couple adjustments. The refrigerator, once again, worked perfectly fine, stayed running the entire time I was out there. In fact, it ran longer than I had meant it to. When I got back here to the house and put the trailer back up into the storage yard, I accidentally left the battery switch on. And 8 days later, I ran up there to go get something out of the trailer. It was still running, refrigerator was still going. So yeah, that was a win. So the 200 amp hour battery, plenty of juice. Even when I was out there, I had the LED lights on and off on multiple occasions and had left them on for like an hour or two on at least one night. So yeah, no problems. It did exactly as it was designed to do. The shower, now that's a different story. I had purchased a little battery powered shower head kind of a thing. I tested it here at the house before I put it into the trailer, and it seemed to work fine, but for whatever reason, when I got out there on Sunday night, when I went to take a shower and I put it into the bucket, it wouldn't pull water up. I don't know why it didn't. It's cheap from Amazon. I could only imagine why. So maybe in the future I will actually put in a hot water, one of those camp stove or camp light. I can't remember the name of it. I'll throw up an image here. Might be able to mount one of those on the back side of the wall for use in the future, or maybe get one of those shower bags, to hang up outside to heat up, and then he just uses gravity to drop down. So yeah, wasn't really able to use the shower for what I originally intended to. However, I did take what's called a sea shower on Sunday night and Monday night, and basically that's just water and a rag, and you clean up and you're good to go. So yeah, it didn't work exactly the way I had planned, but the space itself was functional, so there were no issues. So as I said, I got out there Sunday, was there Sunday night, Monday night, wound up leaving Tuesday. Clouds rolled in, rain rolled in, and there was just no reason to stay out there the entire time. The overall comfort of the trailer, I'm really glad I went this route rather than the truck camper. The truck camper was a great idea, but it was very cramped for me and the dog. Trailer was a lot more room. Allie had a lot more room. She was able to come in and out of the trailer as she wanted to. She didn't have to go up steps. So in that aspect of it, yeah, it very functional for both her and I to be out there. She actually did really, really well this year. No issues. We played a lot during the daytime, went on long walks, played with the ball. So yeah, she had a great time, and I had a great time because it was easier for me to do what I wanted to do at night, and during the daytime we had a place to kick back and relax while we waited for darkness. So I was able to get one good picture from Sunday night and Monday night. It was a combination of about 11 hours worth of data, and it was on the Andromeda Galaxy, and probably one of the best ones I've done. I'm going to throw a picture up here. And that's the picture I was able to get. So was very happy to be able to get what I could. Wish that the rest of the week had been clear. I had plenty of food. The trailer was working perfectly. Would have loved to have stayed out longer, but it's kind of pointless if it's rainy and cloudy. I don't want to sit inside a trailer all day long. Would rather be able to get out, move around, play with the dog, do those kind of things. So thanks for following with me through the series. I'm not really sure what I'm going to come up with next. Probably not another trailer or camper build, but who knows? I may get creative again.